It's bigger, it's better. Ladies and gentlemen, it's day 37 of the 6-month crypto challenge with a brand new Discord server for easy access for all you lovely crypto patrons. Here to bring you our daily portfolio update, it's Mr. Techie.
Hello, good evening, and welcome, dear people of the interwebs. It is a great day to be alive today and witness this insanity, and to be able to take this and hold it as a story that you will forever tell. The time when you survived the big bear market of 2018. Oh, unless, of course, next year's bear market is worse, and then the year afterwards, at which point you'll probably never want to talk about it again. Someone will say, do you invest in crypto? You'll be, man, get the hell away from me, man. Let's have a look. Now, you guys know that we liquidated. Well, not, I keep on using the term liquidated, not really the correct term. We vacated all of our positions and we tethered up yesterday. Today, I can't remember. I've only slept for a few hours. So our balance is currently at 989.52. So let's go in and update our sheet. 989.52. Okay. Why was this step taken? This step was taken because I spent a lot of time yesterday checking out TA from even people that essentially, I'm just putting up here right now so you guys can see the order history in case you didn't see it yesterday. You didn't see the images on the Discord server. These are the prices that I sold everything at. I cleared the positions. I vacated the positions. And yes, it was late. In hindsight, doing these type of things earlier, of course, but that's what hindsight is. Okay. Up until yesterday, there was still some hope for the great old coin, Bitcoin. There was still a bit of hope for it. However, it took certain movements which made me feel extremely uncomfortable. It made a lot of people feel extremely uncomfortable. And as a result, that was it. I just said I would rather not lose money than stay in, hoping on a wish and a prayer that we're going to go back up. So we closed all of the positions, sold everything that we had, okay? Whether it was a profit or a loss, there were no profits. Whether it was a profit or a loss, sold everything we had. Because at the same time, guys, we are starting with a new strategy, or we should have started with a new strategy, but a lot of our funds were tied up in various places, in all of the coins that were bleeding us dry. What does this mean? What does this all mean? It doesn't mean jack shit, pardon my French. It just means that the challenge is now a challenge. You guys remember before I was always like, it's okay, we got a long ass time, we could do whatever the hell we take it easy. But no, now it's a freaking challenge, because if we do indeed go down to the level where approximately 70 to 80% of people, technical analysts, market analysts, if we go down that low, that deep, then we are going to be in a very, very interesting market for at least the remainder of March and all the way into April, and potentially towards the end of April. So we sold our positions, we sold what we have, and we are preparing. We did have Until 1 Mil on here for a few minutes earlier. I don't know if he popped off or if he's going to pop back or not. Special guest Until 1 Mil, just coming in to say hello and to kind of ensure that everyone's okay, essentially. So this is great. This is beautiful, isn't it? If you haven't joined the new Discord server, you need to get your ass over there. There's a link in the video description. There is no longer any updates related to the challenge being posted on the CoinVX server. So if you are looking for updates related to the challenge, you need to go over to the challenge server. And if I can do this, we have a lot of our own rooms there now, a good amount of rooms where we will be posting everything all of the stream announcements, all of the trades and updates, all of the lessons and notes. There's a whole section for people to introduce themselves, and I do recommend that everybody goes through and spends a bit of time and just kind of quickly introduce yourself. Let's get to know each other a little bit better. Let's have a little bit more talk without all of the background noise going on. And yeah, so it's a great place. I've been posting my chart, not the challenge chart. I've been posting the challenge chart, which is basically a very, very basic TA chart, and I have been updating it essentially for the last 24 hours, I think, where I've been updating it. And essentially what I've been doing, the most basic form of TA, I have been drawing the trend lines, okay, so that you guys can follow along and you can see the trend lines for yourselves, and you can see where Bitcoin is going, and you can determine whether Bitcoin is changing direction or if it's just still within a channel, if it's broken down, or if it's still kind of just bouncing around where it is. And so this has been updated whenever Bitcoin moves along a little bit more. At what point did we liquidate? I can't even remember what time of the morning it was. Let me come back and check here. What time? It was 5 o'clock my time. So if we come back here, yes, we are on the correct time zone. So we liquidated, I think, around here somewhere. Okay. Why this particular choice? Why this particular candle? I was monitoring this previous drop here, and I was monitoring how it was going and how it was moving, and once it completed this pattern, to me it was kind of like, okay, we will continue down. Now we could have bought back in at the bottom and tried to ride it up and gone up to here and then sold again and gone down again and gone up again and down again, as a lot of people have been doing. However, right now at this point in time you have a choice. Okay, you can either tether up, and if the charts go up, then you buy back in higher. That is the approach that we have taken. Or you can continue to hold your coins and see how much higher we go, and then if we do break down out of this yellow channel, then you prepare to vacate your position. If you notice something, if I draw a horizontal line, and in fact we can get the exact Bitcoinus number. We sold Bitcoin at 8774. So if we come here to 8, nope, down here somewhere, there we go, somewhere there. Let's drag that up. Come on, zoom in. I need to switch off the magnet for this one. We can drag this one up to 8, kind of 774. Okay, so right now, okay, previously there was a big chance that when we were bouncing we would go below the point where we sold. However, right now if we were to come down, then the chances, you know, we would essentially still potentially have a bounce point above where we were. What does all of this mean, Techie? What the hell's going on? Why is this all happening? Why is what? Who is doing what? There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of rumors. There's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of theories. There's a lot of stories. You know, and essentially right now there is word in the market that there has been a lot of dumping of Bitcoins, which has been pushing the price down. The technical analysis, a lot of the technical analysis supports the fact that we are heading downwards. A lot of the people just believe within themselves that we are heading downwards. But on the opposite side, there's also people who believe we're going up. So when we hit down here, and I will draw this in a separate color. Let's make it blue never shows up. Let's make it cyan. So over here, you can see where we came down and we bounced once, and I'll zoom in for you guys. just because I know everyone likes a bit of zoom. So we came down and we hit here once. We came up and we returned down here again. And so people saw this as a double bottom. And I believe we've already spoken multiple times what a double bottom is. I believe that is what has kind of triggered off this here. It did technically bounce off of a particular fib level if you put your Fibonacci, if you put your fib retracement at certain points. Some people are also saying it bounced off of a more historic support line. That is also true. But what can we do, and what are we gonna do? Essentially, right now, I'll explain what these white lines and red lines are in a little bit. Essentially, right now, all we can do is we can actively monitor the charts and trade based on that. If you look too far ahead, we've covered this, mind week is like deja vu again. If you look too far ahead, okay, you're not going to see what's directly in front of you. And if you focus on what's behind you, you're not going to see what's coming up next. So at this point in time, it's actually quite crucial, because personally for me, if we break below this line, then we are definitely continuing on a downward trajectory. Okay, and if we come and we zoom out quite a bit, I wish actually the mouse wheel scroll kind of did both scroll axes. Here now you can see what the white line is. The white line is from the highest point up here when we had these major drops. It comes down and it touches 1, 2, 3. 3 drops. Okay. This red line here is on a slight different angle, and it touches just simply 1, 2, and comes back down here. And there it kind of almost touched a little bit. But overall, you can definitely see that we have this big, beautiful downward trajectory that we are currently heading in. When it broke this red line, I thought, okay, that's interesting. You know, we have broken down this section here. Does that mean that we have exited the channel that we were previously in? Not necessarily. Okay, nothing actually supported a very strong break. A lot of people FOMO'd and bought in, thinking that that's the end of it. As you can very clearly see here, as always, you break above a line, you come back down, you retest it for support. So this was resistance. You come back down, you retest it for support, you break upwards again. Okay, and currently right now I believe we are testing this upper line. I know the lines aren't completely accurate. There's a lot of wicks on these candles, guys. Some of these candles got humongous wicks, because there's quite a big degree of FOMO going on right now. So we are currently testing up here. In this chart, these yellow lines haven't changed since, I think, I don't know, 12 hours potentially. And they have just been extended outwards just to kind of show more support. And in fact, they were purple earlier on, and there was a message that said, you know, when it had only touched 1, 2, 3, it hadn't come down here yet. It was like, you know, not so accurate because there aren't enough touching points, but now there are. So, if you guys have a question right now and you are on the tube, please be sure to tag me. Okay, let me know. You know, if you're on YouTube, you got to put a capital letter Q, not tag me. You got to put a capital letter Q. Or if you want to ask someone else in the team, please put a capital letter Q so we can quickly filter through and check everything out without having to read through every single message on there. I know it's a little bit difficult. And if you're on the Discord server, please be sure to tag me, like Vinok has done, saying, so what's the plan now, Mr. Techie? The plan is the following. We are in Tether. The vast majority of technical analysis still says we are going to shit. How do I know that? And who did I check out? And what did I do? You can come here. You got any chart open. You click on where it says Bitcoin Tether now. We've covered this before, guys. Okay. and you can come here and you can scroll down, and I read through most of these, even the really crazy ones that were just like, there was one dude actually, here, this guy, it just kind of drew a few lines and like, BTC can go short for a long time now. You know, it was just like, I read through these and I think we are back. I hope we're back. Are we back? If we're back, give a thumbs up, guys. That was a little bit of a stream potato. Are we back? Are we not back? Yes, we are back. Right. Great. Moving on. So essentially just reading through all of these, seeing if anybody saw anything that was missed, essentially. And yeah, you know, let's see. Kefa saying, by the way, what you just looked at was an actual thing, the trident. This one here, the trident. Yeah, well, I didn't really hear the explanation of a trident, but that's interesting. I'm not aware of the trident, so I'll have to check it out. But all I saw was can go short for a long time from now. So maybe the language isn't, you know, English isn't their first language, and they didn't want to go through and explain it. But yeah, I checked out these charts, and the majority of them, some of them are just absolutely crazy. So personally for me, okay, and since this is my own damn money in the challenge, I'm in Tether. That is the position. What are we going to wait for? When are we going to buy back in? We're going to wait. And until 1 mil is here on voice with us. Hello, Until. He's
Hey,
on mute.
man.
There we
I
go.
I wasn't ready to participate, but go ahead.
That's okay. I just thought I'd say hello to you since you're here, and welcome to the stream.
And since you paid me to be here, I guess.
Yep. It's currently, what is it now? 1.5 ether because the cost of ether went down.
Yeah, for each answer. So let's just do this.
So yeah, I only have one. Well, if it's 1.5 ether per answer, do I get a bonus if I give you a kilo of oranges as well?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I can get 1.2 questions. My question to you, sir, is how are you feeling?
About crypto or in general?
Both. Two birds with one stone.
Okay, so in general, I'm very, very tired. Okay, but about crypto, if you zoom out on the chart, just zoom out.
I'll go to something like the. Well, I'll go to the.
No, that one is good.
Ooh, there we go. Oop. Okay. Where would you like me to zoom in?
No. The chart that you had, and I just want you to just zoom out. Do not change the. I want you to zoom in on that descent right there. Well. Anyways, it's all wedges, okay? So it's all rising wedges. So for me, we're going down. The thing is, I'm not paying too much attention on where we're going long term, because I've been just trading short term. I've been trading on the 3-minute. So, and doing all the BitMEX stuff, but all of that, almost all of that, is rising wedges. So higher highs and higher lows. So whenever you have a rising wedge, it gets to the end and it continues the descent. So for me, just looking to that, for me, it's I still have a lot of USD too, waiting to enter the market. So I'm just gonna wait. I prefer to pick it up on a breakout than to just enter now and then lose USD.
Yep, and that is something, guys, that we mentioned that we're doing again. You know, in the new strategy is that we're just going to wait for breakouts, and when a breakout is confirmed and it happens, not a breakout like this, okay? That's not a breakout, okay? This is just the line. You can't get it accurate because between the different exchanges, you can never really get the lines completely accurate. But a breakout is a breakout. For example, let's choose, you know, here, this broke out. well, broke down. Okay, you know, it was very clearly a very strong and powerful break, as well as here, as well as this one wasn't particularly. Here again, and you had up here. These were very strong breaks, and we're looking for something similar to signal to kind of, well, I'm looking for something similar to give a good idea of where we're heading. And once I see that, then I sell, which is why we didn't sell when we were up here. We waited for a break and it broke, and I sold here, you know, or wherever it was. I can't remember which candle it was on now, but yeah, or down here potentially. Nah, it was so long ago, it feels like it's been forever. So that is, you know, that's it. That's essentially the state of Bitcoin. That's the state of the challenge. It does mean that we are going to have a very, very interesting coming few months, because if we continue in a bear market as we have had, well, if we continue in the same kind of market that we've had since the beginning of the challenge on the 1st of February, on the 3rd of February, ooh, it's going to be interesting. We are going to really have to do some other things, some other tactics to you know, make some money, because the way things are going right now, you know, it's going to be really, really tough. Someone, Boulderbomb, saying, can you touch on the new strategy? We spoke about it before. We're going to essentially have 3 main positions. We're going to have flips, coins we buy, hold, and sell with a maximum period of 24 to 48 hours. We're going to have the short, which will be for potentially a maximum of 1 week. And we will have the mid, which may potentially be for a little bit longer than 1 week, if that happens. We're not going to be doing long holds. Not now. Not for a long time. Okay. I know a lot of people right now have been picking up BAB and BAX, and we did talk about it on the stream yesterday, and in fact I haven't even checked for a few hours what it is at. I'm just going to go and check right now. IDEX, there we go. So we mentioned this on the stream yesterday, as I was buying, I bought it and held it and flipped it, and I flipped some of it this morning. It is currently at 104. I can't remember what it was at the stream yesterday. I think it was about 80. So if it was 80 and it's now gone up to 184 or 104, it's 25% profit 1 day. Bish bash bosh, Bob's your uncle. You know, you just sell it. You just, you know, that's it. You got your 25%. That's your profit for the week. You could take the rest of the week off, guys. That is the kind of trading that we will be doing. That is the kind of stuff that we will be taking part in. That is the kind of stuff that we will be focusing on, rather than going for, you know, in 2 months or 4 months, this coin might be valued at, you know, X amount of dollars or cents or whatever it is. Because in that space, a hell of a lot of stuff can happen. You know, we have seen some amazing coins, you know, one little tiny bit of news comes out about it, and suddenly it's the values kind of crashed. You know, I'm not going to mention any particular coins. I'm not going to bring up any coins. A lot of you guys were holding Walton when it dropped. I haven't actually checked Walton to see what it's currently at. Ah, there we go. It's at 17,800. That's okay. That's not too bad. It seems like it's had some good momentum today, although it is, just looking at this right now, this whole section here, this is following BTC. Okay, and if I bring up BTC right now there, you guys can see we had one little hop, one bigger hop, tiny hop, and up. And if we come back here, we had one little hop, one bigger hop, one tiny hop, and up. So, you know, you could potentially just decide to just do whatever kind of trades you want. You are always welcome and invited to follow whoever you want. This is an educational journey, and we will be making a lot of money along the way. And if you so please, you can just take the information, absorb it, and decide to come up with your own strategy, or combine a strategy, or do whatever you wish. Martin had a question on the Discord server saying, with this rise now to 9.3, we saw big walls putting support, few times 300 Bitcoin, etc., etc. Isn't that some manipulation to FOMO people in? Did not look very natural to me. It's difficult to say. There is definitely a lot of craziness happening in the market right now. I have barely even looked at Bitcoin in terms of on the actual exchange, because the orders are going to be insane. Different exchanges have got really different orders. And you know, even if you come and look at the depth chart, earlier on the depth chart was a massive wall of green, okay, and nothing in red. Granted, it was at a higher degree, but you know, this is just going to continuously keep on changing, continuously keep on evolving, continuously keep on moving around. Right now I'm not even looking at the order sizes because frankly they are quite meaningless. When Bitcoin wants to move, and Bitcoin has been trying to make a lot of moves recently, Bitcoin will eat through a 300 Bitcoin wall in a matter of minutes. Eat through it, not the wall will get withdrawn. So I've witnessed that far too many times. And right now Bitcoin wants to move and people want Bitcoin to move, and as a result then, you know, it's just going to keep on zoop. Everything's going to be going. Okay, that's the end of the questions on the Discord server. Are there any questions on the YouTube? I gotta come around here and look at the YouTube and go YouTube. Nope. Perfect. Okay, no more questions. Right. So, what is going to happen over the next 24 hours? I am on a restricted sleep schedule. This is what I give to myself when there is things like this, and I will try to post an hourly update apart from when I'm actually asleep. I will try to post an hourly update. This chart will be kind of updated almost every hour, so if you are interested in just following along with the general trend lines and having a general outline of what may potentially happen, then definitely keep the chart open in a tab and then just refresh it every so often and see if there's any new lines that have been drawn. I left these little blue ones in there because they were quite insignificant. If a lot of other lines, I've removed them because I don't like it when charts start to become, you know, I don't know, they get too messy when there's too many lines. So I've left all the major ones in there. Yellow lines are the trend lines, okay? The white and red lines are just for the resistance lines from above, or the trend lines from above, the bigger trend lines. And the blue ones are the little tiny mini ones that, you know, they don't really mean that much. And I will also, if I put in a new line, I will label it. So if you see a line with a different color, I will label it. If you see a purple line, it's just a hypothetical scenario. It is not directly a line. It is just saying potentially in the future there may be a line here, and that is it. You know, this is the situation. So, trades for today. Nothing really. Nothing really from my side. Jeff is on the server, and oh, Grizz. Hello, Grizz. Grizz is muted at the moment, so I'm not sure whether he's. Oh, he said blah blah blah. Okay, no worries, Grizz. Jeff, are you able to talk?
Yeah, mate.
Okay. Okay. Did you do any trades today?
No, I didn't do any trading. I just bought some TRX really low. That's all I did. Like I bought the dip, and I just wait till it goes up and sell. And then when another dip comes, I will buy back again. So yeah.
Okay. All right. That's great. Grizz, I saw you unmuted your mic. Did you make any trades?
Fuck.
Okay, seems like Grizz. Are you there, Grizz, or are you accidentally unmuted on the train somewhere?
Can you guys hear me? No?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, you can? Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm on the train. But I sold some things that were in profit, again, just to... I'm going to hopefully play the dip here, so nothing special. I'm going to unmute myself because I'm noisy, but that's about it.
Okay. And I definitely know that Until One Mil has been having a lot of fun. Doing something, guys, which is very risky. And I know if a lot of you are on the CoinVX server, you have seen a lot of talk about it. You need to be extremely careful. And I wouldn't suggest it to anyone who has been trading for less than minimum 3 to 4 months. And I mean trading, like, you know, you can go in and you can swing coins and you're happy making profits swinging. So until do you maybe want to, you know, you've been doing leverage today, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is gonna be another 1.5 Ethereum, by the way. Yeah, guys,
shit,
look,
that was another
like he
question.
said,
Damn it.
like he said, don't do leverage unless you're going for 2 times. Don't do leverage unless you're really experienced in trading. Okay, you'll just get eaten by whales and by people that are smarter than you. At least for now, they're smarter than you and have more money than you. Okay, so do not risk it. If you're not confident in your abilities, do not risk it, and don't go on anyone's calls. Okay.
Just like if you can swing, if you know how to swing trade with the current market like this, i.e. literally like this, and you can successfully swing trade and you can successfully predict where each trend reversal point is going to be, then you may consider actually doing leverage, not on the live system, but on the testnet, okay, which is like a dummy playground system. It sounds playground, but it's not live. You're not using live money, okay? Because I've seen a lot of talk about it. There's been talk on the new crypto challenge server about people talking about leverage. Guys, it's highly risky, okay? Literally, it's very, very, very freaking risky. And I think I've seen too many people go in today, not really aware of what exactly, you know, they're kind of going in and trying to work it out as they do it, and that is definitely not the thing you want to do. If you go and you buy alts on Binance and the alt goes down 20%, you can still sell and get your, you know, your 80% back. In leverage, that's not the case. So it's a very risky thing. I am not suggesting it at all to anyone. In fact, I'm telling you guys, unless you have been trading for a few months and you know how to swing trade, you know, like, I don't know, like Clint Eastwood can sling a gun or whatever it is, then don't go on to BitMEX. Please do not try and leverage trade right now. We may potentially down the line cover what leveraging is and offer it as this is a possibility for you guys to do alongside alt trading, but definitely not as a go all in and go 100% leverage and you're gonna make money. Hell no. Okay. Because yeah, in crypto, when they say, yeah, don't ever invest in crypto with more than you can afford to lose, in leverage, you know, in leveraging, you can lose everything in a matter of seconds. You can get liquidated in a matter of seconds, and that is not something that you want to happen. Kefir saying the testnet isn't really representative though, as I hear. Yep, the testnet does have some delays. The price does lag behind quite a few places. You know, it's not as responsive, but it's a great place to test out. You know, if you want to try and do leverage on 1 minute and 3 minute kind of trades, don't. You know, you go in, you do it you do it a longer time frame, and you practice on the testnet, and essentially then you can still get the same feel for it. You know, maybe there's $100 difference in the price, but it will still effectively move in the same direction as the live system would. So you know, therefore it's not exactly the same, but it's good as an indicator of the general directions and where things are actually going to be going. Right, so since we don't really have much to talk about, and since people aren't really asking too many questions, although I just noticed that I wasn't watching the live stream chat, would you guys consider buying Nano for the challenge? It went up a lot from a few hours ago. Yes, but we're not going to buy now, because if we buy now and then in 2-3 hours everything dips, then we're going to be standing around for the next 6 months holding our you know, I think you all know what. Julian saying leverage is margin trading. Is leverage actually meh? There is some fundamental difference between leverage and margin trading, correct? Until? Oh shit! Wait, no. It's gonna be another 1.5 ether. I think there is one difference between them. I can't remember what it is, so I will have to suggest. Julian, don't like. I'm not going to tell anyone anything about leverage trading other than what we mentioned today. I'm not going to assist anyone in getting into it. I really do apologize, but I am really against it for now. Okay, so please. Chico saying I rode the dip in Nano, lost a lot, but she's coming up now. I'll probably sell very soon if I can make it even. Since I bought in, I am happy, especially since there is a big dip in the air. Yeah, there's a hurricane heading our way apparently. So I would be very cautious, be very careful, and you know, proceed with caution essentially. Someone did mention earlier that we may potentially be having a bull flag appearing right now on the 15-minute. Now that
could be manipulated. Could be manipulated to people think like, yeah, we're going the right direction, and then dump on your face. Like, don't think that the signs now are accurate.
Yep, like, could this be? Yeah, it could be. A lot of things could be. You know, it's technically this line here, as I said, I can't get it accurate because it differs from exchange to exchange depending on how big the wicks were on there. But to me right now, it just seems like it's just testing and banging on this this trend line here right now. There was another trend line that I had in earlier on where I was ignoring these wicks and it kind of sliced through here to here to here. I removed that because it was just a little bit confusing. But I don't know, we can go back, okay, and you can actually see several points. For example here, there we go. There's a perfect example of what we may potentially be looking at right now. We had a lot of people could have called this here out as a flag, but again, we were testing the upper resistance of the current trend line, the channel that we are in. And when we broke down from that, we broke, you know, like Bitcoin broke some bones in that fall. So probably needs a hip replacement or something. So you know, I'm not of the opinion that this is going to be a bull flag. Time will tell. I'm always prepared and open to being wrong. And if it is, then great. We'll see how high it goes. If it makes it through here, will it actually come above here? Will it go and actually... someone actually, this is another question that I saw that I just remembered. Someone was asking, what is, I believe, this indicator here? This blue squiggly line that looks like intestines or something like that. That there is called the Bollinger Band. I did want to cover it in the basic TA week, but never really got around to it. So we will cover it in the advanced TA week. And you can read up on it. You can go to Investopedia. You can go to Investopedia. And you can just go in here and you can search for... Once you can click, because the pop-up advert popped up and I can't close the damn pop-up. There we go, thank you. No, still doesn't want to let me click. That is an error on their site. And then you can come here and you can go Bollinger, or you could just, I think you can just type in BB. Okay, I guess not. Bollinger Bands. And you can read all about Bollinger Bands and how they work, what they're based off of, and how you can potentially use them as part of your TA for trading. I have it on there just because I was testing out a theory earlier on, and I was using this chart for the 15 minutes, and then of course I had my own charts. I had one of them at 3 minutes, one at 5 minutes, one at 1 hour, and one at 4 hours, and I was doing a bunch of comparisons between them. So yeah, I've been staring at a lot of BTC today. 0.29% increase in the last 24 hours. This is the life. Yep, this is like trading stocks. No, I'm kidding. Right, Boulderbum. So leverage trading is placing high bets on where the market will go. You can Google it and you can find out. It's all there. Uncle Google has the answer for everything, and he doesn't charge you 1.5 ether per question. Right. Okay. So I don't think we need to stay on stream for too much longer. And you know, it's that there's no need to just sit here and just talk about crazy stuff. Although I keep on getting questions right now. Vinok, a lot of alts are going up right now. For example, Wabi, Mr. Techie, are you going to flip some, or do some short trading for the challenge? No. We just explained. We're just going to stay in Tether and wait till stuff is confirmed. And once stuff is confirmed, then we will go through and begin buying stuff. However, if you feel confident that the market is going to continue as it is right now and just keep on going sideways, then by all means, you can buy in and you can purchase in. As you guys know, I don't give calls. I don't say to you, no, don't go and buy, no, go and buy, no, sell, no, I don't give calls. I tell you what I'm doing, and I tell you why I'm doing it, and then you can go and check out for yourself, and you can make your own decision based upon what you see and what you determine and how everything goes with that. So if you want to trade, you can go and trade. Does Until 1 mil really charge 1.5 Ethereum per question? Until... He's gonna make me ask it.
That's another 1.5.
Damn it! I didn't ask though. He asked. I didn't ask anything. Joe, I think you owe Until 1 mil 1.5 ether. Sparky Mark saying, could we fit some lessons on something in while we are quiet and watching over the next few days? Yes, we can. We may potentially bring back some other stuff to do with Mind Week, as well as, of course, updating our spreadsheet, which has been an ongoing task. It's been a little bit difficult because I'm watching the charts so much, kind of trying to keep one eye on them and answering a lot of DMs and messages today. So hopefully this video will serve as a reference point for people to come back and check up on, and yeah, and that's that. But that's it from me, essentially, from myself for this evening. We're not going to read a book today. I know you guys really like that, but we're not going to read a book. But Until 1 mil, will you be streaming later?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Be streaming just a bit.
All right. So if you are interested in TA and kind of hearing some TA, I guess it's going to be a TA stream. If you are interested on some TA, then you can catch Until. He will be streaming a little bit later on. I think I'll post the link in the challenge server for those of you who are interested. You know, and then you can actually follow along and you can see how TA is done, and you can actually pick up, even if you don't really know much about TA. I think you guys have the basics. We have kind of taught you the basics, and you can follow along with the stream, and you can start to see patterns, and you can start to see things that are happening as Until draws them, because he draws all of the patterns and all of the stuff on the screen live. He does have some different indicators, so we have trained you guys up on RSI and MACD, but those are also on his screen, and he does refer to them occasionally. So then you can see the relationship between the pattern, the movement of the candles, and you can kind of see, you know, what a TA expert thinks about a certain coin. And it's good to watch and train your mind to pick up on the terms, to pick up on, you know, noticing these patterns and things like that. So I would actually very highly recommend it. Joe saying, can you elaborate on GOX? Yeah, GOX. Yeah. If you talk about Mt. Gox or MT Gox, it was an exchange. It got hacked. Whee! Whoop-de-doo. I believe one of the biggest crypto exchanges, or Bitcoin exchanges, it got hacked. A lot of people lost a lot of money. And that's it. Many years ago. It's history. You don't need to really worry about it that much. 2 coins, 1 cup. Techie, how did you get into crypto? I bought 2 Bitcoin many years ago, and it's actually really funny because I bought from these guys. Not coin market cap. I bought from these guys. And years ago, no, not these guys. Definitely not these guys. I don't know who the hell they are. Shit, what was their... Does anyone remember what their website is? The Coin Bank. Oh god, I can't even remember what their thing is. Was it? No, definitely not Coinbase. Not Coin, Circle. That's what I'm thinking about. So these guys here, Circle Bank. I believe this is them. Yes. These guys here used to sell Bitcoin, and I bought Bitcoin from these guys, and I sent it to a wallet many years ago, and I bought it at like 200 or something. They then changed. They no longer sold crypto, and now they just do some weird, like, I don't know, weird kind of bank account system. But surprisingly, recently they have been in the news because they're going to start dealing with crypto again. So it's like it's a circle of life. They went from crypto to banking back to crypto again. I bought it in I think 2012. Sorry, I can't even remember now. I bought 2 Bitcoin. I lost them. I went looking for them. I couldn't find the wallet. So there's 2 Bitcoin with my name on it, which is now probably lost in the world somewhere. Yep, Braden saying they've come full circle. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, so that's basically how I got into crypto, using this weird place that no longer sells crypto but now sells crypto. So yeah, that was me. That's how I got into crypto. I'm a tech guy, so the whole blockchain technology and stuff like that has always been of interest to me. I don't know, does anyone else want to share how they got into crypto, since we still have a few minutes on stream? No. I'm not going to ask until, because I don't want to pay him another. It's already, what, 10 ether so far today?
11.
I got in because of some friends. But what I'm gonna do is, like, I'm gonna draw a horizontal line today from the double bottom, and then with an alarm, and when it touches that, I'm gonna buy some coins low and ride them up. Okay,
that's a good strategy to draw a line from the double bottom here. You know, which is if you don't include the wicks, you got, I don't know, I would include part of the wicks. You're kind of looking at about 8,430-ish as an absolute minimum. You could set an alarm there, and you can watch as it goes down to that point and see if it bounces, and if it does bounce, then you have a good opportunity. But if it continues below that point, then you can just continue monitoring it. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's a good way to do it. I should potentially be live, guys. You know, once we get major crazy action. I'm taking quick power naps during the day, so yeah, I will probably be around, unless I'm dead to the world. Just dead to the world, you know, like. 2 coins 1 cup started playing in Forex. Yep, I also my first trading experience was in Forex many years ago. It wasn't for a long time, and I didn't go too deep into it, but I did have some playing around with Forex, and I believe Until 1 Mil was also a Forexer. I didn't ask a question.
Stock.
Oh, you were stuck. Okay.
For years, and I stopped doing it. I invested in crypto February last year. I only bought Ethereum and then just let it sit until September, which is when I started trading crypto. Can we swear on this stream, by the way? Yeah, this is
I swear, and I just say
stream,
pardon
right?
my French.
Okay. Then I did a lot of fuck-ups after the China FUD, especially in October. Then I learned from those fuck-ups, because it's a different game from stocks. Not that different, but it's a different game. A faster game, and Bitcoin just completely dominates the market and can bring all the market down. So, and now I trade crypto. That's it. I retired and I trade crypto. That's my story.
There we go. The story of once upon a time Until 1 Mil, and past 1 mil, and onwards and upwards to. We don't know what the target is now, but yeah.
It's another mil this year.
Yep. 1 mil a year. I think that's okay. That's pretty decent.
I mean, with your Ethereum that you're paying me, it's helping a lot.
Yeah, you get there sooner. You get there sooner. What is the current price of Ethereum? Yeah, okay. I can maybe afford one more question, but I'll save it for next time. Before I go bankrupt. 25 times leverage on questioning with until 1 mil. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. As I said, I will put the link to Until's stream in the challenge server if you are interested in following along for TA. Myself and a lot of people from the team follow along, and we check it out. And I learn stuff. I learn a lot of stuff from there. So definitely be sure to go there and check it out, and just kind of, try and learn something while the market is like this. And then we can all, when the market recovers, we can all be much better traders than where we are now. And that will be the defining moment, is when the market changes. Will people be the same as when they entered the bear market and trade in the same way and make their little puny 10% trade in a week and stuff like that and be all happy about it? Or will they become serious traders who realize the opportunity before them and know how to deal with the market and know how to, I'm going to use the term here, but I'm going to redefine it, know how to leverage the actions of others for their benefit? And I mean, by understanding how the market works and how everything works and how other people are reacting to it, you can make better trades. Therefore, you can make more money. Therefore, you can become until 1 mil. Like, well, you're not going to become him, but you can choose to retire at whenever. Yeah, and that's it. So thank you for tuning in, everyone. Link to the Discord server is in the video description. It's not the CoinVX server anymore. It is now the own separate, the Crypto Challenge server. And that's it. So you can just go there, join in. I'll put the announcement, I'll put the link in there. Thank you for joining in. We will catch you all tomorrow for another beautiful day where hopefully Bitcoin would have made a move in the right direction. Whichever direction that may be, it's always going to be the right direction. And all we're going to do is we're just going to adapt, and we're going to see where it goes, and we're going to trade based on that. So thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you all tomorrow. Take care and good night.
Good night.
Bye, guys.